scrapbookers, this is Megan, and I am back today with a new scrapbooking video for you. So for this one, I am playing along with Sandy Reversky, who is also known as State Goddess or Scrapping Reflections. She is doing a series this month that she's done for quite a while. I don't remember how many years she's done it for, but this series is hers and she started it a while ago, but it's called Follow a Sketch February. So I posted my first video yesterday. And so I'll leave a link for that video below. And that one was just an introduction video. So for today's video, I am playing along with sketch number 3 that Sandy has picked out. And yeah, I have already gotten started. So I started cutting apart everything, and thankfully I realized once after I had glued my photos down and everything that I didn't have my recording going. So thankfully I realized it before I was done with the layout, but and I am using the collection called A New Day, and I believe it's from Simple Stories. But I bought this collection, I think a year or two ago. I don't quite remember, but I have yet to use it. And so when I saw these photos of Tinian, this is my baby Tinian from 2018. I believe these are photos from that year. I knew right away that I wanted to use this collection. It is just a fun kind of spring collection. I'm not sure when these photos were taken. They probably were taken in the springtime, but I just thought because they were black and white, they went really, really well with the colors from this kit. So I am going to start just embellishing, and this layout actually took I think like an hour, so the process video is going to be a little bit longer than I thought, but I had a lot of fun making this layout. So here you can see I'm just going through the frames and tags and embellishments, and I believe I bought this collection from Peacecraft Love. So I'll leave a link below to their shop, and I actually have an affiliate link for her shop too. So if you would like to support me a little bit, that would be awesome if you would use my link. It just helps me make a little bit of extra money. So I'm just going through all of the frames and the embellishments and everything, and just seeing what I want to use on the layout itself. I'm going to cut apart this frame here, and I'm going to put half of it in the bottom corner and then the other half in the top corner, and I really like how that looks. I am also going to ink the edges of every piece of paper and embellishment on this kit or on this layout, and I really, really love how that looks. I don't always ink the edges on every piece of paper, or sometimes I will do, like just a few pieces of paper on the layout or embellishments or whatever, but and usually on one layout, I only use one color. But today I am deciding to base the color that I ink the edges with on the color of the paper. So that was a lot of fun. I don't always base it off of the color of the paper or anything. I just kind of, do whatever color I like or feel would look good with it. Oh, excuse me. So here I am using Close to My Heart toffee for this brown frame, and I also, for the paper that is yellow and has the suns on it, I used the color Sundance from Close to My Heart. And then for the green paper that the photos are matted on, I used Juniper, and that's from Close to My Heart as well. If you didn't know, I love Close to My Heart. So I have a bunch of their inks, and I just really love their ink collections. So now here I am going to start putting down more embellishments. I found a couple of chipboard pieces that have cameras on them. And so I have 3 clusters, and in each cluster there's going to be a camera. And then also I'm going to end up putting some of the rhinestones from this collection in each of the 3 clusters as well. Now here I am starting to add other pattern papers. So this sketch calls for a lot of what is it called? Layering behind the main mat. And at first I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not going to do all of those papers. And I kind of was just planning on doing just the photo mat, and that was going to be it. And then I'm going to do the embellishments. Well, then I kind of start going through the papers and realizing, ooh, I really do actually like a lot of these papers. And so I do decide to bring in more layers that are just on the edges. So here I use the Pacifica Close to My Heart ink to ink the edges on that banner paper. And then I'm going to use, I believe it's called Ballerina. Ballerina Close to My Heart ink for this pink and blah, blah, blah. Sorry. So the ink is called Ballerina, and then I'm going to use that ink on the edges of the lighter papers. So the pinks and also the whites. So I ink the edges of this journaling paper with the florals on it, and I really, really like that. And then I'm going to ink the edges of all of these chipboard pieces as well with the Ballerina pink. And I really love how that looks. It's such a soft pink, and it's very subtle, but I really, really love how it looks. So now I am off looking for more papers and embellishments and trying to decide, okay, do I want to do paper? Do I want to do embellishments behind the mats? What do I want to do exactly? So here you can see I am just bringing in a different embellishment, and I kind of put it in different places on the layout, and then I decide, okay, I really don't like that. Here is where I decide I'm going to use a cut apart from one of the papers. So this collection came with, I believe it was 3 different cut apart pages. So the sun paper was from a paper called Multi-Journaling Cards. Then the green paper that the photos are matted on are called, the paper itself is called 6x4 journaling cards. And then this piece of paper that I'm using right here that I'm cutting apart the 4x4s on, that one is 4x4 journaling cards. And usually so here is where I decided I didn't like that I matted or that I inked the edges of that banner paper with blue. It just didn't go well. It didn't stand apart off of the background. So I decided to cut off 2 new pieces and then ink the edges with the Ballerina pink ink. Then here is where I am going to decide to use just the edges of these two journaling cards. At first I was thinking I was going to use the wood grain journaling card, the 4x4 wood grain, but in the end I didn't really like that, and so I decided to go with this pink one, and then also the edge of this blue, the blue journaling card in the top left hand corner underneath the mat. So here I'm going to ink the edges with this ballerina pink ink, and I had to go over it quite a few times because it is so light, and this pink was a lot darker than the ink itself, but I really do like the subtle look that it gives. Then I'm going to cut out the that blue piece of paper, and I'm going to ink the edge with my Pacifica ink for that blue border. And I think I'm coming to the end of the layout. I'm going to start gluing everything down and placing it on the layout. So I don't think I'm going to make you watch me glue everything down because, I mean, you've already seen where I place everything. And so I'll just kind of cut to the end where I add the embellishments to each cluster. Oh, here I did decide to add another piece of that journaling paper. So it's just lined journaling paper from one of the, I think it was the 4x4 journaling card page. So I inked that with the ballerina pink as well. And now here I'm just going to start gluing everything down. So I'm going to kind of cut to the end of the layout. Okay, now here I am going to be adding the third embellishment cluster, and I decide to move it down here to the bottom by the journaling card. And in each cluster I am putting one of these little gem pieces from one of the embellishment it's not enamel dots, but it's like a chipboard sticker slash gem thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but I will leave a link below to all of the products that I use. I'm pretty sure I got most of these products from Peacecraft Love or a cherry on top. So I am all done with the layout. I really, really love how it turned out. I just think these photos are so cute, and this collection is amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the video from Sandy, and there will be a bunch of other people that play along. Thanks for watching. Bye!